Testing 212 212 219er 349er niner 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 33 niner. Do you copy? Houston, do you copy? What's your 39er? So yeah, man, I'm just testing my mic to see if I'm alive, to see if we are live. But unfortunately, we are live. This is one of those live streams that I wasn't sure if I was going to do anything tonight, but just out of blue, like Eureka, I'm like thinking about the cloud gaming, thinking about xCloud, thinking about Google Stadia, thinking about GeForce Now NVIDIA. But then I'm like, well, what about Sony? What about PlayStation? I mean, we're so focused on Google Stadia, we're so focused on GeForce Now, and of course the xCloud. I'm like, what about PlayStation? What about Sony? You know, Sony has a pretty good deal here. I mean, look at the games that they have. Over 700 games, not to mention the fact that you can download some of these games on top of playing them and streaming them from your PC or your console. I just felt that it's almost like a big elephant in the room, you know, like a big Godzilla in the room. And everyone's just so stuck up on GeForce Now and Google Stadia as if like that's the only thing that ever existed. And of course the xCloud. And I'm like, don't discount Sony and PlayStation now. Now, granted, they're not doing 4K HDR. Obviously, they're not doing 4K HDR, but it's not just about 4K HDR, guys. You know, sometimes I get sick and tired of like people saying, "Oh, 4K, 4K HDR, HDR." I get sick and tired sometimes of hearing 4K and HDR. This is coming from a guy who runs the channel based on 4K and HDR. It's good when you first time experience it, and I'm not saying that we shouldn't have our games in 4K and HDR, but it's not all about high resolution and high dynamic range. Okay, some games look sometimes better without HDR. I'm not kidding. Some games look better without HDR, and that was the one proof with Resident Evil 2. So PlayStation Now is pretty good, actually. They got PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. They got Horizon Zero Dawn, which you can also download to your PlayStation, and you can play directly from your PlayStation. They got a lot of cool games, man. Uncharted. They've got Rocket League. Formula One 2019 was recently released. Sniper Elite 4, Sonic Unleashed, Street Fighter Ultra. You know what? I'm gonna play Street Fighter Ultra 4. I haven't played this in a while. Let's go check it out. Let's go check it out. No, really, let's do it. Let's see how good it is and how well it runs. Yes, I'm using the Xbox controller with PlayStation. Alright, what do we got going on here? What's happening? Okay. There we go. By the way, I'm from my PC. I'm playing this from my PC. Let's see. No save data found. Create a new save data. It'll just to show you, there's my Xbox controller, works just fine. Alright, well, let's click yes. PlayStation Now, it's $10 a month, but they also allow you to download PlayStation 4 games to your PlayStation. No Name, they're both good. Both Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, they have something to offer. They give you discounts. They give you free games. They add free games every month. So, but in terms of value, I would say Game Pass Ultimate has the best value, period. Now with the xCloud, that's icing on the cake. And now with the Samsung partnership, that's going to be yet another icing on the cake. Listen, both services have something to offer, but in terms of value, the amount of games that you get and the way you can play them throughout cross platforms of your PC, your phone, and your console, Game Pass Ultimate is like heaven of games. Not to mention these open betas that you can sign up with, you know. Hold on, let me turn the volume down a little bit. I love this music, man. Alright, let's play it. The quality looks pretty freaking darn good, man. PlayStation Now. Not bad, PlayStation Now. Alright. Let me choose a character and let's play. Let's do versus. Play versus CPU, yes.
It's survival of the fittest on a global scale.
Here we go.
Will make it to the top.
Oh my god, it's been such a long time since I played this. Alright, let's do it here.
South Asia, beautiful bay. Destination confirmed.
Shui. Feng Shui.
You look like you're in good shape.
Now ready to commence the attack. Let's get started.
Here we go.
Fight.
Damn, this is pretty good, man. Holy shit, PlayStation Now. What did you do? This is pretty good, man. Very smooth and barely any latency here, man. Maybe I don't know, maybe I'm very nearby PlayStation Now server. But this is way better than what I had before, man. This is an unbelievably great improvement. I'm surprised people are not talking about PlayStation Now. Seriously. Over 700 games. GeForce Now, you have to pay for those games, and you're limited to what you can play. My biggest problem with GeForce Now... Hold on. I want to say something. My biggest problem with GeForce Now is the fact that you are limited. Like, dude, there's tons of games that I have, and they're not supported. You know, so it, to me, defeats the purpose. If I cannot bring my games that I own and play them with me, then what's the point? You know, they don't have that many good games supported, man. Really, they barely got any racing games. They got Assetto Corsa, and that's about it. Seriously, GeForce Now, Nvidia, you got to bring more games, because that shit is not enough. What about FIFA? What about Madden? What about Pro Evolution Soccer? What about Football Manager? I mean, Jesus H. Christ. It's not good, NVIDIA. And now that the Blizzard had pulled out their games, that's not good either. I'm just saying. I'm not hating on Google. I mean, I'm not hating on NVIDIA. I'm simply saying, NVIDIA, you have to figure out the way to get those games on board, pay some royalty fee, talk to these developers and publishers and see what you can do. Right now, you don't have that many good games that I can take with me. I'm just saying. I'm just simply saying. Dude, I can't even play DCS on NVIDIA. And now without Call of Duty, like seriously. Oh, Xbox is definitely gonna use Xbox Series X as a streaming, and that device is gonna stream 4K and HDR like it's no one's business. I think a lot of people are misunderestimating Xbox Series X because they don't know the full potential till the E3 show. On E3 show, I think Phil Spencer will surprise the hell out of us as to what he's doing with Xbox Series X. Hold on, this is too loud, man. It's too loud, man. I gotta turn this down. But yeah, dude, streaming's gonna be definitely something that Xbox and Microsoft's going to invest heavily, which they already have invested into Azure servers. You don't invest that much of money. What was it, like $1 billion or something like that they invested? So I'm sure they're gonna be in there for a long haul, man. But I think Xbox Series X is gonna be able to do all kinds of magical things, guys. So here's the thing, man. Here's the one thing that I realized, and everybody can agree on this. Everybody can agree on this. I'm pretty sure. People have this knee-jerk reaction. I like to call it knee-jerk reaction, where everybody's making their own predictions, and all those predictions are pretty much wrong every single time. Every prediction that everyone ever made about a console became more or less wrong. And I think people will be surprised with the xCloud and what the, not the xCloud, with the X Series X and just the whole purpose of that console. I think people are going to be surprised. And of course, Phil Spencer's not going to tell us till the E3 show. And E3 show is going to be for Microsoft only. I think the only reason E3 show is going to exist is because of Microsoft. And this is great for Microsoft. They're in Seattle. E3 show, it's down in Los Angeles. So they can always just do an E3 show every year. And I think on E3 show, we're going to have all the details. And on E3 show this June, make sure that you sit by your Amazon account. And soon as the pricing it's put out there, as soon as Phil Spencer announced the pre-order right now, you're going to have to pre-order that console. Okay? To be the first one to get it. So, but I think you guys will be surprised what the future will hold in next 8 to 9 years with the X Series X. What's up, Prince Shaggy? How you doing? But also, you might be surprised with Sony with what PlayStation 5 is gonna do as well. Look, guys, this is exciting time. This is a great year for gaming. You look at PlayStation 5. You look at Xbox Series X. You look at all these streaming services, cloud gaming streaming services. This is a really great time to be alive as a gamer. The reason I'm saying this is because there's so much variety, and I like variety. You know, I said this before. I said I love to be able to choose variety. I don't want to be stuck with just one cookie and eat the same cookie every day for the rest of my life, right? I like to try different cookies. I know I'm using a bullshit analogy, but you catch my drift. So I think this is great, man. And this is awesome. I see the future with I see the future with 50 cloud services, each owned by developers competing with one another, with the end result being expensive for consumers. Mr. Urban World, that's already happening. Look at for example, today I have to pay a service for Hulu, I have to pay a service for Disney Plus, I have to pay a service for ESPN Plus to watch the UFC fights, because you can only watch UFC fights on ESPN Plus, okay? Or same thing with all these football leagues, English Premier League, German Bundesliga, Italian League. I have to have ESPN Plus and I have to pay for that. You look at the Netflix and the prices that the Netflix has risen. You look at Amazon Prime. You look at all these services. All of that stuff adds up. 100%. And that's the thing that sucks. That people are gonna have to end up paying for every and each service. You know, but that's just the way it is. You know, and you're right about that. You're definitely 100% right about that, man. Yeah, that's gonna suck. But it is what it is, man. You look, everything's expensive to begin with, man. We live in time and day in 2000 now where, dude, things are a hell of a lot more expensive today than they were back in 1990 or 1989 or 1987. We're living a very expensive life in this time, 2020. Now, unless you happen to be filthy rich, that 1%, you know, that has more money than God, then you don't care, right? But I'm speaking in majority of middle class. It's becoming very difficult and expensive to live, man. Look at what's going on in Los Angeles and California and San Francisco. People are living on the streets, man. And these are some of those. I know some soldiers and veterans who they got foreclosures and they're in bankruptcy and whatnot, and they're living out on the streets. I've known people with all kinds of professions, and they're out on the streets. So, you know, you're right about that, man. It is exciting time for technology, but it's also very expensive time. Yeah, I agree with you, Mr. Urban World. Let's go play some. Oh, I like her, Chun-Li. Chun-Li. By the way, the quality. Now, guys, I want to say one thing. Just because Mr. 4K, it's having a great time playing PlayStation Now with this type of quality, that doesn't mean that you are going to have the same experience, okay? So what I'm trying to say is, it all depends on your internet service provider. It all depends on your installation, where you live. Is the installation good? Like I said on my last week's live stream, it's a good idea to have a technician come to your house and have technician check out your installation, see if they need a permit to maybe dig up and install the cables, because you gotta have a permit by the city, or the city, just the city. And if you have a good internet service provider, if you got a good stable internet, yes, you are going to benefit, guys. You are going to benefit from cloud gaming. Also, I happen to be living in an area where there is a 5G towers. I have tested 5G, and let me tell you, cloud gaming from the xCloud, from a GeForce Now on the 5G, it's blazing fast, perfect. 5G is going to change. 5G is going to be a game changer for cloud gaming on the phone, especially with the S20 Ultra and all these new phones coming out, and the partnership that the Xbox has with Samsung. That's going to be another big bonus for you to jump in and buy Samsung S20 Ultra phone and play the cloud gaming with the 5G. Cloud gaming with 5G, guys, I already tested it. Perfect. Perfect. Forget your Wi-Fi hotspot. You know what? Wi-Fi hotspot, kiss my rebel dick. It's garbage. Wi-Fi hotspot, it's pure trash. Once you switch to the 5G cellular, 5G, fuck, man. Smooth, like this. It's kind of like this on your phone. So if you have a 5G and if you live in the area, listen, maybe it's just my luck. Maybe the guy upstairs, whatever, just keeps me blessed with all this stuff. So I was able to try the 5G. And let me tell you, man, works flawlessly. Hey, what's up, Stadia Cloud Gamer? How you doing? Who's your favorite character here, guys? How you been, Stadia? Stadia. I know. I think they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to do that. But don't forget, you also got Elon Musk from Tesla working on his satellite internet, and I think that's gonna be a game changer. Satellite internet, dude. You could be middle of nowhere, bro. Middle of nowhere. You could be like middle of Alaska, middle of like central, I don't know, Alberta, British Columbia, out there, God knows where, in the Sasquatch land, right? Middle of nowhere. Boom. You got the signal. You got the internet. Don't count him out either. So these are some very exciting times, man. 2020 is gonna mark the beginning of this new era. Dude, guys, 10 years, strap on a goddamn seatbelt. Because we're gonna have a amazing freaking ride from 2020 all the way till 2030, 2031, 2033, 2034. It's gonna be an amazing ride, dude. Technology is gonna be perfecto. Mr. Phil Harrison doesn't talk to me anymore. I sent him a tweet. He ignored my tweet. What's up, Derek? He ignored my tweet. Why, Phil Harrison? Phil Harrison, sir, I'm your greatest fanboy. So how about that you give me some codes so that I can give it to my wonderful subscribers so they can try out the Google Stadia. How about that, Mr. Phil Harrison? Don't you think I deserve it after 3 months of keeping Stadia in the fight to win this? I know, tell me about it, man. We lived through so many eras, but I have never experienced anything like this. You know, the technology has advanced so fast in past 20 years. Man, 20 years is nothing, right? But when you look what we have achieved in 20 years, it's just unbelievable. Ooh, what's with that booty there? Thank you, Derek. I was originally gonna do saving private GeForce Now, but the hell let loose. It's just terrible, man. There's no servers. You can't even use servers. I already returned that garbage. You know, it's just bad, man. Like, dude, there's nobody on the servers. Like, no one's there. I was like, what the hell is this? And then if you do want to join the server that has some people, usually it's full, and you have to be in a queue to wait for like 2-3 hours just to get in. It's just not worth it. I think they need to do a proper Saving Private Ryan World War II video game. Like, seriously. Like, come on, guys. Make it proper. Bring the DreamWorks Interactive. Bring Electronic Arts. Let's make it proper. There you go, Electronic Arts. I should be working for you too. I just gave you a great idea. Get Steven Spielberg on board, have him approved it, and there you go. I'm sure Tom Hanks would be more than happy to do a voiceover. Yes, it's gonna cost money, but dude, I got so many goddamn great ideas. I mean, why aren't people thinking about this stuff? Like, why aren't people thinking about this shit? Like, what are they thinking about? I wonder what people think about these days. Dude, we could be doing so many different things, creating so many cool experiences with games. It's like, come on, guys, let's make this happen. You know. Yes, I did see the 5 games that Stadia will be releasing. They announced it today, which is pretty cool. The one is a platformer, and like an interesting platformer called what was the name? I forgot. Stadia is NVIDIA. All right, let's quit this. I played enough of this. Let's try a different game. Hold on. Wait. I'm gonna exit. Yes. We're gonna try something else. As you can see, it works great. No issues. But I want to try something else. You know what? Stadia, I think Google Stadia stole that from NVIDIA. NVIDIA. They were sitting around the table, and it was probably Phil Harrison that says, "Hold on a second, mate. What about back in the days? GT, GeForce, Stadia, NVIDIA. What we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of whisper too, but we're gonna turn it up a notch and say, Stadia." I'm playing on PlayStation. PlayStation, my friend. This is PlayStation. PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now. This is PlayStation, bro. How do I exit out of this shit, man? What's the trick, Pata? Oh, that's the trick. You see, this is PlayStation, dude. PlayStation Now. Forget the Stadia. Forget the NVIDIA. Forget the xCloud. Forget the Amazon. PlayStation. PlayStation. The greatest place for all the ways we know how to play on PlayStation. Let's exit. Alright, let's go back to the home. Player unknown battlegrounds. Rocket League. Let's try Rocket League, dude. I haven't tried that. Let's see what. Oh, Formula 1 2019. Sniper Elite. Sonic Unleashed. Let's try Sonic Unleashed, dude. I haven't played Sega. Sonic Unleashed. Let's do it, man. Let's play it. I hope Sega won't copyright me here. Unforgiven Pain, it's a troll, dude. Can't you see? He's a natural born troll. He got you, bro. Now you're dancing to his tunes. Hold on a second, man. Here, I'll help you out, man. Here. See? Learn from Mr. 4K. I've been doing this for 6 years, man. Okay, it's not my first rodeo. NVIDIA. Oh my God. Stadia, he got you too. Nah, man, you dancing to their troll. I mean, no, you're not winning. That's not how it works, bro. You see, you got it all wrong. They want you to dance to their tunes, and you just dance to his piano tune. Means he got you in his pocket. That means he win. He didn't get me to dance to his tune because I removed him without a warning. Come on, guys. Come on. You can do better than this. Don't disappoint Mr. 4K Thanos. Don't disappoint this guy. Of course not, man. Dude, I dealt with all kinds of trolls you can imagine. Forget Review Tech USA. Review Tech USA can't even hold a glass of water to me, to the kind of trolls I have dealt with. I dealt with all kinds. And I do mean all kinds. Underground, above the ground, in the skies, in the different dimensions, you name it. The freaks of the freaks of the freakers of the freakers, you name it. Okay? I've seen them all, tested them all, pre-cooked them all, pre-washed them all. That's it. All of them. So, here I am. 6 years, 6 years after, I'm still here. Full of experience. Look. In order for you to be very consistent on the YouTube, you got to know how it works. You got to have experience. You have to go through it. Look, I've been through my shares of idiots. I've been through my shares of trolling and all this other nonsense. But I got better. I learned from them. I gained the experience. And once you gain the experience, well, then you are pretty much free riding, dude. That's it. All right, let's play. Hold on a second. Here we go. Look at the quality on this damn thing, man. All right, do me a favor, Sega. Not Nvidia, not Stadia. Sega, do me a favor. Sega, do me a favor. Don't copyright this video. I mean, it's a fair use. It's a fair use. God damn it. Okay, it's a Dreamcast time to shine. So come on. And I'm pretty sure the Dreamcast guy will approve this message. Dreamcast guy, come on, man. You should be my brother. We kind of look the same. Except my mustache is a little bit bigger. But come on. You should be supporting me, Dreamcast guy. You need to support me. Bring Yongya. I want both Yongya and Dreamcast to be supporters of me. Oh, shit. I tell you what, man. I had so much fun. Even though, what language am I fucking speaking? Even though I have other jobs that I work, which I keep it private. But I gotta tell you, man, this is so much fun. You know, if YouTube was like my main gig, I'd be happy as a kike, man. I'd be happy as a kike working on a dildo shop or something. Whatever the fuck's that supposed to mean? It's so much fun, man. I had so much fun with this whole YouTube experience, man. I met so many interesting people, so many interesting characters, and so much fun, man. Like, I have zero regrets about doing YouTube past 6 years. I had so much fun and experience, dude. I really have no regrets, honestly. Some people are just looking at ones and zeros and numbers. I look at YouTube as like fun factor, fun experience, dude. All right, let's play. Let's play, man. Let's do this. Sega Stadia. Blizzard Stadia. Imagine if Blizzard comes to Stadia. Oh my god. This is PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now. Oh, it would be so boring, dude. Absolutely, dude. It would be so boring. It would be like, what am I gonna watch now? Geraldo. Dude, I'm kind of like going the Geraldo style. And I dig Geraldo. I like Geraldo, man. He's cool. Geraldo is a legend, dude. He's been everywhere, all over the world. Done all kinds of stories, TV shows, talk shows, news. Geraldo, man, he's a legend. Seriously. There you go. Geraldo style. Some people tell me, what is that? You look like a seal with that shirt. I was like, no, this is Panama Canal. Panama Canal. You ever been through it? Yes. It's a gateway to the Pacific. Panama Canal. Dr. Phil, yes. Dr. Phil. But I need to be bold. I cannot do Dr. Phil. Saul, I mean, I can. I gotta study Dr. Phil. Because he's got that southern accent, and I gotta study that southern accent. And, you know, I have never studied him that well, so I cannot do impression on Dr. Phil. But he was on Joe Rogan, by the way. He was on a Joe Rogan podcast, as a matter of fact. Dude, I remember YouTube back in 2005. It was me and this one other guy, Zero X Shinobi. And both me and him, we were like the first two guys on YouTube that would take our Logitech camera, point our Logitech camera at our shitty RCA televisions that we had back then, and we would try to record some gameplay footage. But every time we would upload the gameplay footage, it would be there for maybe 1 day or 2 days, and then it would be reported and it would be taken down. Because back in 2005, YouTube did not allow you to put any kind of gameplay of games. You couldn't put any kind of recording of games, but we did it anyway. So this is not my first time. Dude, I've been with YouTube since 2005. It's just I quit and I was doing other things. And then I came back in 2014. I came back in 2014. I bet you guys didn't know that. This is way before Dark Side Phil. Dude, I go way back. Way back. My only problem is I never pursue it. If I had pursued the YouTube from 2005, I would be pretty big, man. I would be probably one of those influential YouTubers. Baby crocodiles. All right, let's play, man. This is Sonic the Hedgehog. Is a hedgehog? Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh my god, this is the longest cutscene ever in the history of cutscenes. What's going on here? I don't believe this shit. YouTube. Look, man, YouTube has some cool stuff. But, of course, there's also a lot of stuff that they need to work on. But YouTube is a great platform overall. I mean, I always found myself searching on YouTube, whether it be searching for Sasquatch or aliens or searching for something else. You know, there's always something. I guarantee you, more people spend time on a YouTube than they do on any other app, guaranteed. Because just think about how much revenue they make from the ads, and how many people click on YouTube, checking like millions and millions, billions, trillions of views. Forget the billions. I think we're close to, like, hypothetically speaking, trillions of views. Alright. Why can't I skip this? I cannot skip this, guys. I have to watch this. PlayStation Now. This is PlayStation 5, guys. What you're looking at is PlayStation 5 Sonic. Sega has officially become part of PlayStation 5. Just kidding. Just kidding. Sonic Unleashed. Let's do it. Look at this, my Xbox controller. This gotta be the longest cutscene I've ever seen. approved by Hideo Kojima. I mean, you can learn, you can self-educate yourself on YouTube, on Google, on internet in general. Internet, you can self-educate yourself. Seriously. You just got to be willing to learn. But you can self-educate yourself from internet. Yeah, that easy. Kind of like a free library, right? Oh, the crocodiles. The crocs. I love my salty crocs. Oh, thanks, man. I'll definitely check it, Reynold. It's just, man, I'm like, bro, like sometimes I'm like so busy that I don't even have time to check my Twitter or to check my, other social media because, man, like sometimes I'm so tired, dude. It's like, fuck. I would silence my phone. I would just like hit the damn bed. You know, what's going on here? Who are you? Who are you? Tell me. Can't. Eat another bite. Come on. Pull yourself together, Otacon. This is bullshit. Don't. I will not eat you. Relax. Nothing's broken. I wonder why. Well, that's good, Ryben. I'm not a monster guy. I'm a Mr. Snake. They're not claws. They're rubber claws.
What is my name? I don't know. I can't remember.
What? You forgot who you are?
Yup. I remember something falling from the sky. And everything just going all white.
Oh, I came at age, I'd say about the same age, man. 13. I would say about 13. Around there.
Man, what am I gonna do? What can I do?
No, actually, I wasn't 13. Hold on. I was still in Bosnia. I was still in Sarajevo during that war. So I came here. Let me see. When I was 16. When I was 16. So age, I was a teenager. 16. But you gotta remember, man, I learned English back in Bosnia. So I already knew speaking English really well. I also was there always hanging around the military bases, the U.S. military bases in Bosnia. And we also had NYP, the New York and Chicago fire department, fire rescue that was there helping out as well. So there's plenty of Americans living there in Bosnia and Sarajevo. Some of them they married the Bosnian chicks, and they would give them visa. They would take them to the United States, and they would become citizens. So I came here when I was 16, teenager. Yeah, New York City. Yeah. People ask me how come I don't have the accent, but that's because, again, I've been learning English at a very young age, man. And then coming here as a teenager, it just became natural to me. It's really, I mean, I did have a little bit of accent. Don't get me wrong. I had a little bit of accent when I first, got here in New York, and there was a little bit of that accent, of course. But nothing like right now. You can't even notice it, obviously, after so many years. This is awesome, dude. Can't believe I'm playing this. Oh, come on. Let's go. People ask me how come I never joined the military. That's because I had enough of war, you know. Again, I have utmost respect for the military, for men and women who serve in the military. I got the utmost respect because I know what they go through. I've seen it front and center, okay, at a very young age, all right, in the trenches. Because at a very young age, I was like 8 years old. I experienced the brutality of war. I experienced the bloodshed of the war. So I just hated the violence. I hate the violence. I hated the war because I know how hellish it is, and I know what it can do to you mentally and just psychologically. So I never wanted to see another gun or another weapon or to see another tank or another mortar shell or artillery, and I just was sick and tired of war. So I just didn't want to be associated with any of that, and that's why I didn't. Sure, I had opportunity to join. Of course, I could have joined any kind of military outfit out there. I could have joined, but I choose not to because I just, like I said, I had enough of it, and it didn't interest me. You know what I mean? Once you experience the war at a very young age, you're like, man, I don't want to. This is not something I want to go through again. Now, granted, there's people out there who love doing that, love serving, and God bless them. But even them, when they get shipped out, before they get shipped out, they have no idea. The training doesn't do much. Training is just a training until you get shipped out, until you go over there, until you spend time over there. Then when you come back, you're a totally different person. You got a totally different perspective because you know what's out there. You know what kind of hell exists outside this safe bubble and what's out there. And the stuff you've seen, the stuff you experience, it's something that you can't unseen and you can't delete. It's in your head. So, and I didn't want to go through that again. Believe me, guys, the last thing you want to ever experience is war. You don't want to experience that shit, man. I'll tell you right now. That's as close as you're going to get to hell. If you want to know what hell is, well, that's it. There's nothing. That's like the best example of hell. If you want the true meaning of hell, well, go to war. Thank God that the cool heads prevailed. This actually runs pretty good, man. Even on the Xbox, even on my Xbox controller, man, this runs pretty good. But anyway, let's exit. Let's try something else. I just want to try some of these games, see how they run. I'm not like doing any particular gameplay here or playthrough, so please don't get triggered. I'm not doing playthroughs. I'm just kind of like revisiting PlayStation Now to see how PlayStation Now is working right now, what has changed, and I gotta tell you, I'm very satisfied with how PlayStation Now runs. Let's see what else we're gonna try. Let's try something more hardcore. Something more hardcore, like Here we go. Uncharted, The Lost Legacy. How about that? How about that? Let's go try that. Uncharted, The Lost Legacy. How about that? You know, the sad thing about the history in the past is when the new generation comes in, the new generations who have never been through war, they forget, well, they can't forget it and they don't know. And I think it's a good reminder to remind people as to why you should never go to war unless absolutely you have no choice. And it's something that just has to be done. It has to be done. But you should never go to war unless you absolutely have no choice. Like, that's it. Like, you absolutely have no choice, and you got to defend yourself, and that's that. But the war, it's something that it's gonna suck for everybody, pretty much. All two sides will suffer from it tremendously. All right. Oh, wait a minute. What happened to my wireless controller? No. My controller should work. This is the Xbox controller. The best sex box. Come on, it's the Xbox, the best sex box for Valentine. The HUD area is pretty good. Good. That looks pretty darn good. Oh yeah, but I don't think that will ever happen. I don't think, I don't think the worldwide global leaders are that stupid, to do something stupid like that. There's always going to be conflict here, conflict there, but it's never going to be like full out WW3. That's never going to happen, dude. That's the end of the game. That's it. That's the end game. The number 3, it's the end game. So it's never going to happen. Putin is not stupid enough to do such a stupid move like that. The other guy, Kim Jong-un, is not that dumb enough to do such a stupid move like that. And Ayatollah is not that dumb enough to do such a stupid move like that. All of these leaders, they're not going to do it. Okay? So it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, guys. There will be conflicts. Of course, there will be conflicts. There always are conflicts. But there will never be a WW3. It's not going to happen, guys. Sometimes the necessary depends. Like in World War II, well, we had to go and take care of Hitler, so that was different. That was different. But you never go in unless you really have to, unless it's necessary. That's true. But let's hope we don't get to that point. Sometimes that's not good either. Let's hope it doesn't come to that point, because if it comes to that point, then it's gonna suck for everybody. And when it sucks for everybody, then that's that. Run to the canyons, run to the caves. Every man, every woman for himself to survive. And that's not going to be good for anyone. So the best thing to do is try to avoid that shit. With any means necessary, try to avoid it. Have talks, sit down, see what you can do. Because it should be only a last result. Last resort. Last resort. And I'll go to the Explorer. Here we go. I don't know. I hope not. I like to be optimistic. B7. I don't want to be pessimistic. I want to be optimistic. Uh, and I think that's the problem I see with a lot of these movies. It's always some dark, future of like end of the world. I tried to look at it in a positive way. I tried to look at it that people can change. You know, the leaders can change. People can evolve. Technology might help people evolve. So I like to think positive. And I also like to think there's other influences who might do the best they can to stop us from destroying each other. And you know what I'm talking about, right? Don't make me say it. Extraterrestrials, which they do exist out there, they want to have a say in this as well. Unless they want us to destroy each other. Well, it's a different story. But I don't think it would benefit them either for us to destroy each other. I think this planet, it's very resourceful. And I think we all share this planet. Even some other races out there in a distant universe are sharing this planet as well. So I like to stay optimistic, man. I like to stay optimistic. I look at it from a broader, widescreen, ultra widescreen lens, not just through one keyhole lens. A lot of people looking at it from one keyhole lens. Dark, negative. I look at it from ultra wide lens. Extraterrestrials destroy an asteroid coming towards Earth. No, that's not their job. That's Ben Affleck's job. He needs to destroy that shit. No, that's Bruce Willis' job. I'm sorry. Yippee-ki-yay. Bruce Willis will go in there and he's going to destroy that asteroid. That's what's going to happen. Man, I saw such a great movie that Bruce Willis was in long time ago, called Heart's War. Such a great movie, man. They're like a POWs in this this German Nazi camp that they hold them as a POWs, prisoners of war. He was a colonel, and great movie, man, called The Heart's War. Great. If you guys never seen The Heart's War, go watch it, man. Oh my goodness. Look at the graphics, man. This is on PlayStation Now. Look how beautiful it looks, man. That's crazy. That's just bananas. Oh, you haven't seen The Heart's War? You gotta watch The Heart's War, man. It's a great movie. Neo, would you like the blue pill or the red pill? Give me both. See what happens. Give me both pills. Let's see what happens. And reincarnation. I know some people are saying that could be true, but I don't know about the reincarnation. If it does exist, where your soul travels to another rebirth, you're probably gonna lose the entire memory of your previous life. But maybe through deja vu, you have some reminders of that previous life. I think if it does exist, it probably exists like that. I don't think you're going to remember everything when you get reincarnated. Depending on what you get reincarnated. Maybe you won't get reincarnated into a human. Maybe you're going to reincarnate into a crocodile or alligator. You don't know. It's not up to you what you're going to be born into. You could be a woman, born into a woman. You don't know. But I think deja vu. I think if one thing I believe in is the deja vu. I think deja vu carries memory from a previous life, and that's why you have a deja vu. Like when you go to a certain place, and you're like, man, I feel like I've been here before, or man, why do I feel so good being here? I never been here before, but I feel so comfortable being here. Like, I love being here. I feel so comfortable. Where does that come from, right? So that could be it. Like the little memory that carries it into a soul, into your spirit, and then your spirit re-enters into a new host to be reborn, and that host happens to be you, a previous soul, carrying on now as maybe as a woman. Okay? So I think that's probably, if it does exist, if that's how it works, I think that's probably the way it works. I gotta tell you, man, GeForce Now, well, this is pretty good. No, Neo, it's not a glitch. It's a Twitch from Amazon. I don't know, man. You'll never know, guys. You can pound your all you want. You can, think all you want. I don't think there's just some stuff that we're not meant to know. I think there's like a law of nature or law of the universe that does not allow a human being to understand. You can just guess, but it doesn't mean that it's right. It doesn't mean that it's correct. How do I use the phone? I don't know. She wants me to take a picture of her. Yeah, but I don't know how to use a phone with the Xbox controller. Hold on. Photo mode. Okay, I got you. Okay. This is why I should have used the PlayStation. This is why I should have used the PlayStation controller with the PlayStation Now instead of just using the Xbox controller. But anyways, like you see, it looks good, it runs good. I want to try some other games as well. I want to go back and try, let's see what else. I want to try something else. God of War Remastered. Oh, hell yeah, let's try that. God of War Remastered, let's do it. Do we need a PlayStation 4? No. You can play on PC. You just need a PlayStation Network. You need to be, you have to have a PlayStation ID, network ID, and a password, obviously, with that email that's connected with. And then you download a PlayStation Now app. And then you sign up for PlayStation Now, $10 a month subscription. They might have a time trial, free trial thing. And then you're good to go, man. PlayStation Now, listen, man. That's why I wrote that Stadia, GeForce Now XCloud, but what about PlayStation Now? That's why you shouldn't discount Sony. You know, a lot of people are just so focused on the GeForce Now and Google Stadia and XCloud that they totally forgot about this PlayStation, man. I mean, like, you know, like, what about the PlayStation? Hold on a second. I need to, my controller. Hold on. My controller. Yeah, let me plug it in. Continue. There we go. The Measure of a Man. I can't, that was too quick. Sony Computer Entertainment.
Before the age of the twilight set upon the gods, a legend grows to claim his place among them. And even though Kratos sat on the throne as the new god,
Yeah. I think when PlayStation Now becomes available on phone, tablets, I think the PlayStation Now will become more relevant for more people. I think when you look at the library of games that PlayStation Now has, and then you can take that experience with you on your phone, on your tablet, on any device you want. I think that's going to be a huge deal breaker for a lot of people. Yeah, there you go. You can hook up your laptop to your TV, get yourself extended cord, USB extended cord, and like a 12 feet or something, and boom, boom, you're good to go. Good to go. Alright, let's play. Let's skip through this. Why can I skip through this? Why? I want to skip. Also, you should use a PlayStation controller, not an Xbox controller. Guys, don't make the same mistake I made. For the love of God. Use a PlayStation controller. You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Right now, I'm going to go and leave. And I'm going to come back in 3 seconds. And I'm going to change this controller into a PlayStation controller. Okay? I'll be right back. I'll be back. Let's go. And here we go. Well, here we go. Get the controller. That's it. Good to go. That's it. It lights up now. There it is. I'm ready to rock and roll. Ooh, nice. New game, load option. Let's do it. I'm gonna go easy. I don't care, man. It is a long ass intro, for sure. Yes, Mafia 2. Mafia 2 is there as well. Look how it lights up. Look at that controller. Looks reddish. Yes. Yes. Mr. Urban World. Hey, Ivan. How you doing, man? Can I skip through this, please? For the love of God. Please, let me skip. I like using a PlayStation controller, man. I'm gonna try playing Google Stadia with a PlayStation controller. Instead of the Xbox controller. You know. Oh, I remember this fight. I like them both, but I gotta admit, man, PlayStation is just something. The way the PlayStation controller is designed is just perfect. This gotta be one of the best controllers ever designed, man. And that's what really got me into PlayStation, is really the controller, man. It's one of the best controllers ever for gaming. Or big hands, could be. There's Zeus, Poseidon. This game still looks great, man. Even after all these years. Oh man, here's Kratos. Let's see how well there's a run. Oh yeah, this is smooth, man. Not bad. Very impressive. Very impressive. Mr. 4K is loving this now. Hell yeah. God of War 3 Remastered. About 6 times. Cool. You should definitely go for it, man. Definitely give it a try. I mean, there's tons of games to play. PlayStation Now. Oh, even Marich, man. What's going on in Europe? What's going on in Europe? Come on, Europe. I just can't believe that they don't have it there. I thought that, you know, technology and internet will connect us all and give us all the same share of experiences, but apparently not. I like this controller, man. This white controller that I have. This is from my Destiny. When the Destiny was originally released in 2015, this was the white console that I got from Destiny. The original PlayStation 4, not the PlayStation 4 Pro. Yeah, man. I mean, Stadia will have to remember a couple of things that, you know, you gotta give people variety, and same thing goes for GeForce Now. Me not being able to play Call of Duty and all these other games, having that limited experience is not gonna appeal to me. Okay? Because what's going on? Wake up, wake up. Hold on a sec. You know, you have to have variety, man. Like, right now on GeForce Now, there's tons of games that I can't play that I have. I have over 80 plus, 80, I think 80 plus games that I cannot play on GeForce. I think, was it 80 plus? 83 games. I have 83 games on Steam, and I cannot play them because they're not supported by GeForce Now. So it's like it's a half-baked, half-assed experience. I have to play only featured games. They're supported by GeForce Now. That's kind of sucks, you know. I don't want to play those shitty games that I don't like, you know. I want to play the games that I want to play, and I can take it with me, you know. So that's my biggest problem and issue right now with GeForce Now, is that you can't play your entire library of games. Not to mention EA Access, Epic Games. I'm sorry, I know this is gonna butt hurt some people, but GeForce Now, doesn't appease to me right now. It's a half-baked experience. It only gives you 6 hours to try. Yeah, you're paying $5, so I can only play for 6 hours. Let's say you play 6 hours, right? You play a game for 6 hours, and at the 6 hour deadline where you finish your stream, you were about this close to save the game, right? But you couldn't save the game because your 6 hour trial has expired. You know what I mean? So I don't know why everybody's so like a happy Mavericks jumping around about the GeForce Now, if it's like some kind of miracle. Okay, it's not that good. GeForce Now is not that good. It's not. I was wrong. It's not. It's not that good. There's a lot of shit missing. It's a limited experience. It's a half-baked experience. But nobody wants to say it. Let me be the first one to tell you, it's a half-baked experience. Okay? And I'm not hating on GeForce Now. I have GeForce Now. I even paid $5 a month for 3 months to try it out. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. Probably, if they don't add some extra features, if they don't add some extra stuff by May 5th, I'm probably going to cancel it. Okay? And I was excited to learn that I can play Call of Duty and World of Warcraft, and then boom, that's gone. You can't sell a product to people, NVIDIA, if you don't have investment. You haven't invested into securing these developers and publishers to make sure that we can play the games we own. You haven't secured that. You're just testing the grounds. You should have stayed in beta still. Okay? So I don't want to hear it. Everybody's just jumping around about GeForce Now. GeForce Now sucks, actually. If you want my honest truth now, it sucks because it's a limited experience. So that makes it sucky. It sucks. And I know this might be difficult for you to hear, but it freaking sucks. All right, let's do this to kick some ass. It is. I thank you, man. It's true. It's the truth. Listen, I know there's NVIDIA fanboys out there, but listen, that what I just told you is the truth. I want to have the best value. Remember how I always talk about the best value? That's what I'm talking about. If you don't give me a great value, dude, I don't give a shit about your logo. I don't care about your service. You gotta give me, the consumer, a freaking value. What value am I getting from you, GeForce Now? Nothing. Come on, man. And they're advertising their service by saying that play the games you own anywhere. You mean the games that are selected that I don't own and I have to pay for, and are the shitty games that I could care less about? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Okay, NVIDIA. Got it. I got your message. Oh, I am happy that I have a choice, but I have to criticize these companies for not making it the best. Okay? You got to remember, you're paying for it. Okay? If NVIDIA wants to be successful and they want to charge people, well then become successful and charge people. But don't expect people to be happy Mavericks while you're charging them $5 a month, but yet there's half of a damn library missing of games. You got no sports games available. You got nothing. You don't even have Pro Evolution Soccer. I can't even play Pro Evolution Soccer. What are you gonna give me that's gonna satisfy me? Sorry guys, but all I want to say is this. If you can't deliver something, then don't bother delivering it at all. Just don't do it. If I can't deliver something to you guys, I'm not gonna even freaking try. Alright? Big Boss. Big Boss is here. Oh, this is like Godzilla. It's Godzilla. I mean, look, man, I love that the GeForce Now exists, but it can be better. Right now, to me, there's nothing for me there that I could say, hey, you know, let me go jump on GeForce Now. You got to give me more choices, man. You got to give me variety, NVIDIA, all right? I mean, I would rather play my games on a PC or on my laptop. Take my laptop with me and play my Steam games. You know what I mean? Help me understand this. And I'm trying to understand this. I'm trying to understand this. Since we're talking about this subject. And remember, when you poke me, when you press this button, the truth will come out. And you're not going to like the truth. Help me understand this. Everybody. Help me understand this. And hopefully NVIDIA is watching this video. And you, NVIDIA, help me understand this. You're not a small company. You're a big company, NVIDIA. You've been around for decades. Okay, so you're not just some small, tiny little company. Are you trying to tell me this, NVIDIA? NVIDIA, are you trying to tell me this? As some guy who has money from France created a service called Shadow PC cloud service where they allow you to rent their high-end computers with a high-end CPUs, GPUs, and all that extra jazz memory. They allow you to rent their computers and play everything, including virtual reality. And they can do it. They can do it, and they're not like big giant corporation. It's a private company owned by this one wealthy French guy. But you, NVIDIA, big giant corporation, juggernaut, right, is having a difficult time making deals with Electronic Arts, making deals with, hell, even Activision and Blizzard. Having difficulty making deals with all these other developers and publishers. What happened? You know, and the same goes for Google. No. I'm not leaving Stadia out of it. Same thing goes for Google Stadia. You guys are big giant corporations. Okay? Not some run down the mill, some private company out there. Okay, you guys are big giant corporations, and it's laughable that you're having a difficult time making all these deals. You can't make any deal. That's all you're trying to tell me. So you didn't talk to Blizzard. So the Blizzard has every right to be pissed. Why? Because you didn't approach them. You didn't approach Blizzard or Activision, but you put their games to be available. How do you think they felt? They felt, okay, these guys are trying to bootleg us. They're trying to profit money by bootlegging us, by taking our shit and charging people $5 a month while they're using our service without actually contacting the Blizzard. So maybe Blizzard has a right to be pissed off because you're doing kind of shady business deals here, NVIDIA. This is truth and honesty. You guys can hate on me all you freaking want. I'm just speaking the truth. Okay? I'm trying to give some good advice to NVIDIA. So you only got yourself to blame for having lack of good games that are supported. Oh yeah, listen man, I think Shadow will surprise me. Let me tell you something. I think if out of all these companies, once Shadow becomes available in my home state, I think I'm probably going to stick with Shadow. Because I'll be able to use everything. All of my games, everything that I own, even virtual reality games. And I'm going to say to myself, why should I bother with Google Stadia? Why should I bother with any of these other services? If Shadow PC becomes available and I get to try it, I guarantee you, I'm going to be super, super, super impressed. Because they're releasing a RTX Titan. They have these high-end PCs, bro, with the RTX Titan. And the latest GeForce RTX 2080 Ti, they got some state-of-the-art high-end PCs that you can rent. So when I criticize a brand, I don't want you guys to think that I'm being ungrateful that these services exist. When I criticize the company, I criticize them because I want them to be successful. Okay? And you're not going to be successful if you are making the wrong moves, making the wrong choices. Obviously, NVIDIA didn't approach any of these developers. Obviously, they were still in beta, but they felt like, all right, let's give this a go. Let's just release it, and let's see what happens. Let's see where the chips may fall, without thinking about the consequences that, hey, if we do this, if we start charging people $5 a month, guess what? Somebody out there is going to say, hey, wait a minute. You can't play our games. No. You got to talk to us first. So I think I understand why Blizzard did what they did. You can, like I said, you can hate on me all you want, but I understand the Blizzard's perspective. It's like, how dare you? Who the hell you think you are? We're a $20 billion company. Are you going to try to do this kind of shit to profit from us and Activision by charging people $5 a month without asking us first? I can totally see Blizzard's perspective. Well, as a matter of fact, I have approached on a Discord. I have approached Shadow, the headquarters. Shadow, whom I spoke to from Discord, was in Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and they told me that they have no idea when they're going to be able to install a data center in Florida. But they did put me on an email list, so as soon as it becomes available, they're gonna let me know. They're gonna send me an email and let me know. And I told the guy whom I was talking to in Quebec, Montreal. I told him that, hey, I will not say anything or form any opinion about Shadow PC till I actually try it. And I want to try it with a really good data center, that it's nearby, that it's my home state, so I can have the best possible quality and performance. So I will not say anything about Shadow PC until I actually try it, because I'm trying to be fair. Because I have no right to talk about Shadow PC until I actually try it myself. But what I have heard so far, it's pretty freaking amazing. A lot of people whom I spoke to say, hey, do Shadow PC. There's a guy on YouTube from UK, from England, and he's been using Shadow for quite a long time. He even used a Shadow Ghost device, which you can connect to your television and you can watch and play those games from your PC by renting their high-end PC. And he said works flawlessly, man. Works like a charm. And I believe him. I believe him, and I believe others whom I spoke to. So I'm excited about Shadow PC. I really can't wait to try it, man. I really can't wait to try it. You know, I did go to Shadow Discord. You're not listening, Johnny. Come on, you Trojan. Fight me. Actually, this runs pretty good, man. There's barely any lag. What, did I get killed? Oh, I got killed. Here, let's try a different game. Let's exit this. See what else we got. Shadow PC, it's not actually cheap. They do have some I think if it depends on what kind of PC do you want. If you want to have like a RTX Titan, you're probably looking at like $40 or something like that. If you want to have something like a 2080, you're probably looking at like $24. So they're not cheap by any means. I'm not saying that they're cheap. They're not cheap. They're pretty expensive. But I think the benefit and the value is that, hey, you are playing all of your games on a very high-end PC that would cost you probably $4,000, $5,000, $7,000. So you get to experience for $24 a month or $39 a month, you get to experience a really good PC gaming experience. I'll definitely check it out. I'll check it out later on, but I appreciate you leaving that link. I'll check out that link after I finish the stream. But I'm on their list. Listen, I'm on their email list. As soon as they become available, they're gonna let me know. And because right now it's pointless for me to be checking them out if they're not available in my home state. It's just that there's no point of me checking them out at all till they become available in my home state, you know, because I want to test it. I want to try it. You know, I don't want to just listen to what people are saying. I want to try it out for myself. So when they become available in state of Florida, I'm definitely they're gonna let me know. First of all, they will let me know. They're gonna send me an email, and as soon as they do that, I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna start setting it up and start testing it. I might even get the Ghost device to try it out on my 4K HDR OLED and QLED to see how well it works. But right now, they don't know. The last time I spoke to them, they said they have no idea. I asked them, is there any news on when you guys might be thinking about building a data center in Florida, Georgia, Louisiana? Said they don't know. They have no idea. But it's available in North Carolina. You can get it in North Carolina. If you go to North Carolina, I need to move to North Carolina, man. The hell with the SFLA, South Florida. Let me move to North Carolina, man. North Carolina's got much more affordable living. I heard nothing but great things about North Carolina, man. Seriously, I heard nothing but great things about North Carolina. Seriously, guys, if you're living in the United States, forget Florida, forget California, for crying out loud, forget all these other states. North Carolina seems to be like the most affordable state to live in, from what I have heard. From what I have heard. All right, let's try. I cannot play Metal Gear because Konami will kill me. What can I play? Castlevania, Lords of Shadows. Yes, I'm going to play Castlevania, Lords of Shadows. Yes, yes. I love my. This is a rich game. This is a Review Tech USA game. He loves Castlevania. He loves Castlevania, dude. I can't believe Konami did this. Like, seriously, Konami. You got rid of Castlevania. You got rid of Silent Hill. You got rid of Metal Gear. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Konami. Konami. Ooh, I shouldn't be playing this. This is Konami, dude. Jesus. What am I doing? I can only show you a little bit of this. I cannot show you too much of this. Konami will kill me and eat me alive. Oh, God. Oh, that's it. I'm done. Oh, God. Konami logo. That's it. This video is not suitable. How dare you? How dare you, Mr. 4K? How dare you? Oh, really? Well, first let me see if that's gonna work. Hopefully that works. Johnny Live. Hopefully that's gonna work out. I wish that they would. I mean, I don't know why these companies are afraid to like partner up with me. Let me try it out. I mean, Jesus Christ. Just let me try it out. Let me see. I mean, I'm independent. I'm gonna be honest. It's just like some of these companies are just so afraid to let me give an honest opinion. I don't understand why. It's beyond me. You know, you guys need to tell. Okay, Johnny, go and tell the Shadow PC that, hey, you definitely want Mr. 4K to give you an honest opinion about the service, and if Mr. 4K gives a positive feedback, I can guarantee you'll see the subscription numbers rise on Shadow PC. You know. No, you should not be using warm 1 unless you're watching a movie. You should be using a balanced tone of temperature. We'll see Silent Hill again. I don't know. Only Kojima can make that magic happen. Kojima needs to go back to Konami, make some peace, make some adjustments, and they should apologize to each other, have a big orgy party, and then the next day everything's hunky-dory and Kojima is back to making another Metal Gear, not delivering packages. Mr. 8K. Alright, so this is Warrior.
A storm is coming. Mankind faces ruin and despair. The world is changing, yet hope remains in the hearts of the people. We go about our daily lives never knowing the forces that can change our destinies forever. We are oblivious, ignorant like sheep to the slaughter. This night, in the year of our Lord 1047, marks the beginning of our journey together. A journey into darkness, into madness. I watch him from the shadows. Is he the one? He has come far already, but he will be tested.
All right, Xavier.
Tested to the
That's
very
a Xavier.
limits
It's
of
Professor
human
Xavier.
endurance and beyond. This night he rides looking for the old gods, armed with an amulet that has led him.
That's okay, Johnny Alive, man. I appreciate it, but I don't want to, use yours. That is yours only to try. But I appreciate that. It's okay. I can wait. I waited this long. It's all right. I really want to see the full potential of what. Remember, the whole idea of cloud gaming is for me to see the full potential of what that service can do. And the best way for me to see what that service can do is if they have a data centers nearby here in the state of Florida. And I'll do it when they build them. And then I want to test it. I want to see how this service works when you have a data center built nearby and it's there. And I think that's the best way to try out these cloud gaming services, when you have that data center in your hometown or in your home state. No, but thank you, man. I appreciate you offering that. I really do. I'm just kind of like testing them. I'm not really playing them. I'm just testing them. Just randomly selecting the games from PlayStation Now. Randomly just clicking on them here and randomly hitting my microphone. But I appreciate it, Johnny. Thank you,
The
man.
struggle for supremacy is eternal, inevitable. Victory is the natural objective of every creature on this world. They will kill and die for their kind to dominate.
Thanks, Stadia, man. I'll definitely fill that
This
out.
eternal struggle, equilibrium, the balance
Cool.
between light and darkness.
Thank you, Stadia, bro. I'll definitely fill this up.
These
I
are
left it.
dark times.
I left the page open on my browser, so when I finish the stream, I can fill it up.
Men of faith
Thank you,
claim
man.
that this is
I'm
a
gonna
test
fill it up,
from
give it a
God
try,
to
see if they
strengthen
can
our spirit.
help me out.
Perhaps this is
Because I
true.
really want to test it, man. I really want to.
Perhaps it is simply a pious lie.
I want to see
If it
what
is,
this service can do and how it
darkness has
runs.
come to engulf once proud humanity, and we are witnessing the end of mankind.
It looks pretty good, man. Horizon Zero Dawn looks good too, Johnny. PlayStation Now is not that bad, man. And like I said, we shouldn't. Like, I don't get it. Like, everybody's talking about, all these other services, but no one seems to be mentioning PlayStation Now. It's like PlayStation Now is pretty good. Let's not discount. Let's not just brush off PlayStation Now service. Oh, I remember this. This is when he's fighting a werewolf. There's a big giant werewolf. Let's do this. It runs pretty good, man. Not bad. Oh, definitely they got some games, man. They got a bunch of games. Seriously. I was surprised how many games they've got. I really didn't expect this many. Come here, you werewolf. Oh, the dagger. Here we go. This game's so good, man. Holy shit. I forgot how good it is. Hey, that's fine by me, man. 720p, I'm okay with that. It's upscaled to 1080p. That's good. You know, man, I just realized I never finished Horizon Zero Dawn. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with you, Mr. 4K? You never finished Horizon Zero Dawn. How dare you, man? That you never finished Horizon Zero Dawn. How dare you? How dare you? Let's kick some ass. Let's kick some ass. What the hell is this? What in the bloody hell? I'm gonna try it next to see how it looks. Holy shit, man. This has gotta be the biggest werewolf I've ever seen. Come on, you big werewolf. A werewolf from Transylvania. Oh shit, I've died. Alright, let me go try Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's see how that runs. Listen, PlayStation Now, not bad. Not too shabby, dude. Not too shabby, guys. Alright. You know, I totally forgot. Look, you know, it was funny thing is, man, I came home tonight and I was thinking, like, since we're talking about the cloud gaming, such a huge trend right now, and I was thinking to myself, hey, man, yes, we have GeForce Now. Yes, we have xCloud. Yes, we have Google Stadia. It's all fine and dandy. There's nothing wrong with these services. They all have their positives and they all have their negatives. And I'm like, but why is it that nobody mentions PlayStation Now? No, really. I'm like, why is that? Maybe somebody from the internet and somebody from the YouTube can explain to me why is it that these big YouTubers are not talking about PlayStation Now. The reason they're not talking about PlayStation Now, it's because it's not trending and they're not gonna waste their time talking about something that it's not trending. They're not gonna make their money. Okay, so they have to talk about the video that is trending. Okay? Alright? That's why. Let's play it. Let's do it, man. Let's do this. They're taking the games out of the cloud. Where? I'm so sleepy now. Desperado. Hey. Desperado. I go to the family. I want to go to the family. Come over here. No, I cannot do Godfather. I want to go home. I asked you to come to my family. You do this thing here. You don't disrespect me. No, I cannot do it, man. I used to be able to do Godfather. Shit. English. What car do I drive? Rogue. Nissan Rogue. It's okay. Nothing to brag about. It's just a Nissan. Nissan Rogue. Very rogue. Nissan. Nissan Rogue. Rogue Nissan. Hold on. Actually, Nissan Rogue's pretty good. Good on the gas mileage. Not bad at all. I can't, man. Scarface is difficult for me to do. I cannot do Scarface. Hold on a sec. What's going on over here? Something's wrong with my controller. I mean, I gotta really get into the whole. Hey, Chico, what you talking about, huh? I mean, it's just like, hey, Chico, huh? I can't do it, man. I gotta get into it. What you talking about? I'm from Cuba. I can't. I gotta. Even for Al Pacino, dude. Do you know how difficult that character is to do? Even for Al Pacino right now, at his old age that he's in, even for him right now would be difficult task to do Tony Montana. But I guess I could do. Let me see if I can read some lines from Tony Montana. Tony Montana lines. Hold on. Hold on. I can't fucking do this. you know, well, this country. No, I can't do it, man. Hold on. Don't you know? In this country, we got to make the money first. Then you got the money. You get the power. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Now you talk to me, baby. that I like. That I like. Joe, you want to waste my time, okay? I get the ease, you know. I can't. I can't, man. Listen. I gotta study. I gotta watch Scarface. I gotta study Scarface. That's like the only way. I know. I need to work on. I know everybody loves Scarface. Listen, man. I'm gonna do my best to study him. And when I'm ready, I'm gonna do a montage. I'm gonna do a parody. I'm gonna do a parody of Tony Montana. But I gotta study him. I gotta listen to his voice. I gotta copy his voice into my head. I gotta adjust the vocal cords. I gotta memorize the lines. You know, I gotta study him a little bit. Once I get to study him, like I gotta watch Scarface like over the weekend, nonstop, like every scene, with the headphones on and just listening to every dialogue, and that's like the only way. He's got to be the best character. Listen, Tony Montana. It's got to be the best character ever, man. Seriously, that movie. If you don't own the Scarface, something is wrong with you. If you don't own the Scarface, something is very wrong with you. You gotta own Scarface, man. It's the greatest movie ever created in history of movies. Brian De Palma, man, did a fantastic job on it. Oliver Stone wrote the script, produced it.
What's that now? Don't like the cold? Can't stay in today. We have a ritual to perform. You.
Look at the quality, man. Holy shit. Look at this. Looks nice. Say hello to my little friend.
Wear this. Belonged to my daughter. Good.
What was it? But he always like touches his bowls and adjusts his bowls. I don't know. Like when he's walking around, you know.
I speak your name.
Don't you talk to me, babe. That I like. But he had a cigar in his mouth. Who's it? I can't say this. I can't, dude. There's something that there's a quote he said. I just can't read that. But you know, I never fucked anybody over. I can't.
We are outcasts. Even so,
It's fucking hilarious, dude. Reading the script, dude. I just found like the copy of the script and the lines and everything, and I was like, dude, imagine Al Pacino, him reading the fucking script and looking at all the goddamn lines.
the splendors of creation. Beasts of air, water,
You want to waste my time? Hold on. You want to waste my time, okay? I got you know.
It is one thing to hunt a beast,
That's right.
another to hunt a machine. Use me and respect their
You know,
power.
Chico. But see, I gotta get the voice, man.
One day,
It doesn't suit me playing this game and then doing Tony Montana. Hold on. You know, the only thing hold on. The only thing I have this. I'm trying, man. I can't. You know.
High Matriarch Tirsa. What is she doing here? Does she mean to forbid the ritual?
he's it's gonna be hard, but man, I gotta study him. I gotta study him, you know. I gotta study him, dude. He's just hilarious. I mean, those lines. Look.
No, off your knees. It's nearly
Oh my
time.
God. Hold on.
And yes, you may speak to me.
You came to bless the naming.
Hold on.
Not 6 months gone by since we entrusted her to you.
We are outcasts.
You by choice, and she, well. I am a high matriarch, Rost. I bless whom I choose.
Then you honor us.
Yes, now go, and be ready to declare. Go.
He goes like, I never fucked. I can't, I can't do it. Don't tell you. I never fucked anybody in my life.
Speak her name.
The fuck saucer. Fuck him. The fuck saucer. He's a cockroach. You a cockroach.
What have you done?
I bless the name of
I gotta watch Scarface, man. I gotta watch that.
That cursed child. What did she tell you about his birth, outcast? Answer!
Chick. Hold on.
We said nothing of love.
enough.
What was it he said?
And you, blessing its name like it was one
I
of
know
the
my duty to them and to you.
I goes like, Chino, you need a guy like me to point your fingers.
Wherever you go.
Because I'm the bad guy. No, you use the bad guy. I was like, fuck the Gaspar Gomes and the Diaz brothers. Fuck a bunch of cockroach. I listen. I gotta do it right. I'm not doing it justice, man. I gotta do it right. You know, I gotta. Here's the thing. I can do. I can even do Rocky Balboa, but I gotta watch Rocky Balboa. I gotta get into it, and then I gotta do it fresh. I gotta record it. Same thing with Scarface, Tony Montana. I gotta really like focus and just like study him, get to vocal chords, get to the vocals, get it to the right tone, and then get to it. But I gotta watch it because I haven't watched Scarface in a while, and you know. What you fucking talking about over here, huh? What you fucking cockroach? But you got my boss, my word. But you got nothing. Here we go. Such great graphics. Look at the graphics, man.
Oh, that's a lot of berries. You're quite the gatherer, aren't you, little Lost? Now go and see if you can find some more.
I never fucked anybody who didn't have it coming. All I have in this world. All I have in this world is my.
Come with me.
Oh
She's an outcast, to be sure.
Hold on, man. There's a Scarface quotes. Here we go. Here we go. So what you looking at? You old bunch of fucking assholes. You know what? You don't have the guts to be what you wanna be. You need the people like me. Me. You need people like me. So you can point your fucking fingers and say that's a bad guy. All right, that's enough of that, man. Oh shit, man. Oh man. Rost. Look at the graphics on this thing, man. Looks great, man. Yeah. Somebody was asking me about Christopher Walken. Like, could you do Christopher Walken? I told you, I'm done killing. I told you. That was from The Man of Fire, where he says when Denzel Washington asked him for a favor. I said, "Well, you're gonna help me." You know, they're going after this this kidnapper in Mexico City, right? And Denzel character asks Christopher Walken's character, "Hey, you gonna help me? We're gonna do this thing?" And the first thing that Christopher Walken says, "I told you, I'm done killing." You know, and then then they continue. Christopher Walken I can do, but I gotta study him as well, because Christopher Walken, he changes his vocals. He goes up to the high pitch and a low pitch, and he does that really well. He goes from high pitch to low pitch. You know, look at the graphics, man. It's amazing. And I'm playing this on the PlayStation now. Look at this, man. It's amazing. Sorry, guys, for the for me goofing around, but it's all entertainment. It's just for the entertainment's sake. Okay? That's my engine, man. I gotta admit with Derek, man, Decima engine's gotta be the best engine. You know what, Derek? I think you're right, Derek. I think you're 100%. You're talking about 100%. You're 100%. That's Decima engine, Derek. You're right. Look at this. It's beautiful, beautiful. I'm playing this on a normal difficulty. Wow, wow.
Looks tight, but I can get through.
Hey guys, let's not keep PlayStation Now in the dark, guys. This is not a bad deal for $10 a month. What are you paying on Stadia for $10 a month, right? Come on, Google. I mean, I want to defend you, Google, but you know, the fuck you talking about? Anyway, hey, Google is difficult. Listen, Stadia, it's so difficult to defend. I swear to God, I try my damn best. I was like, is there anything that I can defend Google Stadia with? And I'm like, shit, that they have nothing to give me to defend them. Like I'm naked, like I can't fucking defend them. Why? Because when you see this, when you see PlayStation Now, when you see xCloud, you're like, holy shit, man. You know? Let's get serious. Let's get serious here. Such a beautiful game.
This must be a ruin of the metal world. One of the old places.
Did you guys hear that they're working on Horizon Zero Dawn Part 2 on PlayStation 5 exclusively? It's going to be so great. Imagine how awesome the PlayStation 5 version of this sequel of this game is going to look. It's probably going to be the best looking game ever. Maybe. You know what? The guy from Stadia Cast, Bill, should try out PlayStation Now. You should ask him, hey dude, since you're testing all these other cloud services, I think Bill, if you're watching this video from Stadia Cast, both Bill and Lloyd, you guys should try it out, man. You should try it out. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised, Bill, how good PlayStation Now is. I think you should try it, man. Seriously. Oh, this right here, right?
find a way out.
Wow, man. Holy crap.
There's something up ahead.
Decima engine has to be, you know, I remember when I was testing this game back in, I'm sure Desperado remembers and Derek remembers as well, when I was testing this game on my Samsung KS8000. I was so blown away just how beautiful when I was doing picture settings and presets, which I still have that video of this game on a Samsung KS8000 65-inch. I was doing a picture settings presets for this game, and I was so blown away when I was playing this game. Just Decima engine is truly yeah, can't wait for the sequel of this game. The sequel of this game, I'm gonna finish it, and I need to finish this game, dude. I need to sit down and finish this game proper.
What's that? A dead person. There's something shiny there.
I'll definitely let him know. When I stop by his channel, I'll definitely leave a comment down below. Let him know to try it out, because I know he has a PlayStation. So in his studio, he's got a PlayStation. So like, try it out, man. You know, there's a free trial. Bill, you can try a free trial, which is 30 days. Give it a try, and I think that's more than enough for you to try it out and check it out. I think you're gonna enjoy it, man. There's tons of games to try out and play. Yeah, Derek. KS8000, still a great TV. Listen, guys, if you have KS8000, it's still a beautiful TV. I don't care what anybody says. Keep that TV. Oh yeah, 100%. It's a game of the year, right? It won a bunch of awards on the Game Awards, right? It was a highest grossing selling game. It made like gazillions of dollars. I know I'm exaggerating, but hypothetically I'm saying that this game made a truckload of money.
Maybe this device I found can help. How do I get it open?
Don't worry. We're gonna find out.
More lights.
Follow the cable. It's on the other side. I'm already impressed, man. This is super impressive. And it runs so smooth. Guys, this is crazy. On a PC, how smooth this PlayStation now runs. I don't know if they're still on the same server or on the same data center, or did Microsoft sell them or rent them the space from Azure? Maybe Microsoft is renting them. Maybe they're renting space from data center from the Azure. Who knows what's going on? But this is definitely, let me tell you guys, this is a huge improvement from what I originally experienced with PlayStation Now. Guys, This is freaking smooth. All right? Forget, if you tried PlayStation Now 2 years ago, trust me, this is like gazillion times better than what you had experienced. This is a brand new PlayStation Now, dude. All right, here we go. Oh, there it is. Yeah, Ranel. It's one of the, it's a game of the year, right? Won bunch of awards. The best looking game, the best RPG game, the best adventure game. It won bunch of awards. Rightly so, right? Oh, Ghost of Tsushima, let me tell you. The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghost of Tsushima, I will stream those games in 4K. Like in crystal clear 4K. The way it was meant to be streamed.
It changed color.
Eric, this is Horizon Zero Dawn on PlayStation Now, which is a cloud service, cloud gaming service from Sony PlayStation, and they definitely have evolved from 2017 to 2018 to now. PlayStation Now is really 700 games, man. 700 games. They got Japanese RPG role-playing games. They got tons of stuff, man. They even have a Dark Cloud 1 and 2. They even have Fanavision from PlayStation 2. Final Fantasy 7, it's in here. I'm not kidding. Guys, PlayStation Now, I forgot how good this is, man. I forgot how good it is. I'm like, why no one's talking about this? Like, what happened? Google Stadia, GeForce Now, Google Stadia, GeForce Now, XCloud. Okay, but what about Sony? What is this? A big Godzilla in a room, equivalent to elephant in a room, but I call it big Godzilla in a room. Yes, on both actually. You can use it on PC through a PC app. You go to PlayStation, you download the app, and you can use it. Just sign in with your PlayStation Network ID and the password, and you can use it. And also on your PlayStation 4, you can use it. But the benefit of using it on the PlayStation 4, they also let you download some of these games. PlayStation 4 games. So you can download the PlayStation 4 games like this one, and you can play from your hard drive if you like. Yes, Eric, that's the idea. For me to test every cloud service, and I'm gonna sign up with Shadow Regional Testing because I want to try out Shadow. That's the only thing I haven't tried is the Shadow. So thanks to my moderator, Stadia Cloud Gamer, he gave me the link for me to sign up with the Shadow Regional Testing, because in my home state, Florida, they don't have data centers. So with this, if I sign up with this, they might be able to help me out and try some other shortcuts for me to enjoy their service.
The door changed color too.
Oh really, Mr. Urban World? I haven't been to a big screen VR, dude. I gotta get back in there. I would definitely want to see the trailer. I want to see the Top Gun Maverick trailer on the big screen VR. It's just I've been so busy, guys. I just trying to find the time, man. It's one of the, that's my only issue. There's so many games to play. There's so many things to do, but there's so little time, Oh yeah, listen, the quality on Stadia, it's phenomenal. I mean, even on that Supercross 3, high textures, high quality, high shaders, HDR, 4K. I mean, everything just looks. Listen, man, Google Stadia looks beautiful on 4K and HDR through Chromecast Ultra. If you are playing Google Stadia on Chromecast Ultra, you're gonna be blown away just how beautiful it looks. We just need games. Like, that's the only thing that's missing from Google Stadia. Technology is great. There's nothing wrong with it. I said this millions of times. It's just we need the games right now.
What's that? It's got a device.
You think I want it this way?
Yeah, free time, dude.
He's right behind you. Hi.
So little time and so much to do.
Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right? Sure we can.
I'll forget those guys, man.
You get
I can do. He's right behind you. Hi. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man. Look, Daddy can't be there with you and Mom, but we can still have a party, right?
You gotta remember,
Sure we can.
those big YouTubers, man. I want to say something really quick. Those big YouTubers, they only care about the status. Like, they're just looking at numbers, ones and zero. I'm not gonna name these big YouTubers. You guys know who they are. They're right in your face all the time. Okay, like, you can't click on a YouTube page without seeing them being recommended to you. The big YouTubers, okay, every single one of those big YouTubers, they're all just looking for what's trending, what's popular, what's not popular. Somebody who's got 1 million subscribers or close to 1 million subscribers, the last thing he wants to do is to lose half of those subscribers. Okay, not that I don't blame him. People got to make money, you got to survive, you got to live. I understand that. But that's the problem with big YouTubers. They're only looking at ones and zeros. They're only looking at numbers, ratings. They're looking at ratings. Okay? So they can be honest, even though deep down they know that's not the truth as to what they're saying, but they're saying it because they want to keep the base happy. It's like politics, right? What is the one? They were teaching me this in high school. As a candidate, the most important thing you have to do is convince your base that you got their back. But you got to be very convincing to do that. And they will follow you. So same thing with YouTube. They're not going to say anything, positive about the service, because if they do that, then they're going to lose. They're going to lose. They're going to get the backlash. They're going to get a bunch of dislikes. People are going to start unsubscribing from their channel. They're going to talk all kinds of crap about them. So they don't want the bad publicity. So the big YouTubers don't want the bad publicity. They want a sure thing. And what is the sure thing? The sure thing is, I want to make a video that's going to make my majority of base happy. The minority, I could care less about minority. They're not that important. They don't put the food on my table. The majority of millions and thousands and hundreds of thousands of people that click throughout a week and weeks, they're the ones that put the food on my table. So I'm not going to say anything positive about this service, because if I do, I'm going to lose that base. Okay? And that's why they're not saying anything positive about the Google Stadia. Okay? That's how that game's being played. I can tell you this because number one, I'm not a big YouTuber. Okay, I'm a nobody, and I can tell you this. Nor am I owned by anybody or have any strings attached to me, so I can tell you the truth. But that's pretty much what it boils down to. Okay, in case you didn't know. But that's the way it is. Listen, guys, that's the way it is. It is what it is. That's the nature of the YouTube. That's the way the game is played. Okay, it's like politics. That's the way the game is being played. If you're gonna find me, listen. If you find me an honest politician, I'm gonna show you an alien. I will show you an alien who is not full of shit, like an extraterrestrial alien with a UFO spaceship climbing out of the UFO spaceship. A real live alien. I'm going to show it to you if you find me an honest politician. Okay, so it's the same thing with the YouTube. Okay, it's just it's a game. That's the way the game's being played. It's all about the money. It's all about the ones and fucking zeros. It's all about this. You know, that's that. And that's where it comes down to. When all the shit has been settled down, when everybody farted, everybody pissed, everybody shit, everybody said what they need to say, when they go to bed, every and each one of us, when we go to bed, it all boils down to one thing, and one thing only. And what's that? The fucking money. End of story. It's been like this for centuries. It hasn't changed. Okay? So that's the way the game's being played, guys. Alright, let's go. Let's continue with the game.
Sure does love his little big man.
Squeeze through it. There you go.
Why did they die here? What happened to them? He found me. Ross found me. Down here. I'm coming.
Be praised. Come, girl. Take my hand. You don't belong down there. Come. Such places are forbidden, Aloy.
I fell in.
They are of the metal world. What is that on your face?
Nothing.
Did you find it down there?
No.
Give it to me.
No.
Aloy, such things are dangerous.
No!
Well, if you're gonna go sneaking away from home, you need to know how to survive in the wild. Come, Aloy. Home now.
Just ignore it, man. Anybody who says that, I just ignore. You know, I don't listen to that nonsense. You know. There's an old saying, don't ever give the keys to your car to someone to drive you crazy with your own car. just ignore them, dude. You know, there's always gonna be idiots. There's always gonna be stupid individuals. It's just the way it is. Don't let them get to you, man.
All these shapes. What do they mean?
Take your bow.
No?
Enough muttering to that plaything. We descend to the valley now. Follow.
That looks beautiful, man.
The wilds can be dangerous, Aloy. You will need to stay close and do as I say.
I know.
Now, you're still scratched up from that fall you took yesterday. So let's start there. Take this medicine pouch. I'll show you how to fill it. See this plant over here? It's called salvebrush. Come, gather its berries in your pouch. Aloy, come now. Gather the berries. Good.
I'm gonna play this game, dude. I'm so hooked now. Seriously. Such a great game, dude.
Aloy, eat the berries. They may taste bitter, but they can save your life. Always keep your pouch full of medicinal berries, flowers, and plants.
Where are we?
This valley is just a part of All Mother's embrace.
Embrace.
The Nora tribe watches these lands and keeps out the most dangerous machines. Usually.
Oh, there's one over here too. Hold on. I'll be right back. I'll be back, Uncle. There you go. It does look good, man, and
Further downriver, we'll find a herd of machines, and I will teach you how to hunt.
Are they dangerous?
All machines are dangerous, Aloy. Their power must be respected. I will be beside you.
I think, guys, once this becomes available on the phone, imagine playing this on your Samsung Ultra S20, S20 Ultra, or your iPhone 11 Pro Max, or Note 10 Plus, or even Note 9. I think once PlayStation Now becomes available on your phones and tablets, that's gonna be a game changer, in my opinion, dude. Now you got, check this out, dude. Now you got PlayStation, XCloud, GeForce Now, and sure, in the future, you're gonna have Google Stadia. Dude, you're gonna have everything on your phone. Think about it. The entire gaming experience on your phone. The entire movie experience and TV shows on your phone. Dude, the entire music on your phone. Of, you know, these different music services. So, dude, everything is on your phone, in your palm, in your hand. That's crazy. If you told me this 25 years ago, I say, dude, what kind of shit are you smoking? That's what I would say to you back then. But look how much has changed in 25 years, man. It's crazy. There I am. This is as everybody knows, it's PlayStation Now. I'm not pulling any, you know, I'm not making any tricks here. Okay? S20 Ultra, honestly, it's going to be my next phone. I don't see me buying anything other than S20 Ultra.
Crouch and follow me into the tall grass.
Dude, I'm so hooked now. Dude, I gotta finish this game one of these days, dude. I'm so hooked playing this game. Oh, Sony Walkman. I thought I was the badass back in the 80s. 1987, I thought, I'm the badass. I have a Sony Walkman. What are you going to do, huh? I got a Sony Walkman. Forget you about your boombox. You got to carry the fucking boombox. No, motherfucker. I got a Sony Walkman. What you going to do about that?
Stay still. Wait for it to pass.
Sorry about that, guys.
Now keep low and follow me across the trail to that tall grass.
According to Netflix, you're not supposed to go into a tall grass. You're supposed to avoid the tall grass.
Come, back this way. The slower you move, the quieter you'll be. And crouched walking is quieter than upright. Wait for it.
Oh, I remember those days when it was skipping. You put in a CD. I used to listen to this band called, oh my god, what the hell was the name of it? Not the Soundgarden. Of course I know Soundgarden. I used to listen to that, but I can't remember the name. Shit.
You did well. They didn't see or hear you. Now stay close. That herd should be just ahead.
Anyway, it was one of the albums that I used to listen to. Sorry that I can't remember. It was a long time ago. We're talking 1996. Okay. And I remember that I was carrying this CD player, and it was always skipping. It was always skipping. I was like, ah, dude. It drove me crazy.
But why is he up there?
I can't believe that he passed away, dude. That he killed himself. That's crazy, man. Same thing goes with, what's his name? The guy from Lincoln Park. It's crazy.
Ignore him.
Like, what happened? Like,
Outcasts and
you
enemies
know?
of the tribe.
Maybe he doesn't like to try.
I never thought that Chris Cornell would do such a thing.
Now,
You know,
let's find that herd. Follow.
it's crazy, man. When you, I mean, because I guess, but see, I don't know what's going on in his head. You see, that's the thing, guys. You don't. Okay, yes, he's famous. Yes, he's got a beautiful wife, beautiful family. He lives in a beautiful house. Okay, but we don't know what's going on in his head. Like, what's causing him to do such a thing, to kill himself. It's such a bizarre thing, dude. It's such a bizarre thing. It's the same thing with Lincoln Park. Beautiful family, beautiful wife, and he's famous. He's got money. It's not like Chris Cornell doesn't need money. He's got money. Same thing with the lead singer from Lincoln Park. But what happened? Like, what went wrong? What happened here? Like, here in your head? What? Who? How? Who accessed that thing? Obviously somebody else accessed your brain. It's because it's not you. Because you don't want to do that. Because you got a great life. Great career. It's just bizarre. It's just strange. Mental illness, it is a disease, man. I think the lead singer from Godsmack, he has a foundation, like a charity foundation that you can donate money and whatnot for the research of mental illness awareness. I think his name's Solly, and because it's a real issue, guys. It's a mental illness. It's a real issue. It's a real problem, and I don't think that we're taking it too seriously. And I wish that our officials, that our government would be taking this issue more seriously. None of the politicians talk about this issue, which is a really big issue, big problem, health-wise, big problem, and it needs to be talked about more. Mental illness, it's the real problem. It could be your family. It could be your relative, someone you know. You know, this is very fragile. This thing right here, it's very fragile. And we gotta figure out what's going on, what's happening. You know, because obviously something it's off. Something happens that people just turn into what they don't want to turn into. You know. But maybe I'll save that subject for like a Mr. Coffee vlog or something. I don't want to talk about it here. Maybe Mr. Coffee vlog, I can talk about that issue. Yeah, It Film too. Yeah, Jonathan Brandis. I mean, it's insane. I mean, Anthony Bourdain. When you watch his his TV show every Sunday on his CNN, you would think that he's happy, you know, that he travels, sees all these different places, has a beautiful girlfriend, you know, a girlfriend who is a famous daughter of a famous actor in Italy. I mean, a famous director in Italy. She was also in a Triple X with Diesel. And all of a sudden, he hung himself. Like, what the fuck, you know? It just doesn't add up. There's so much just doesn't add up, dude. It's strange, you know. Now, I can understand someone who hit rock bottom, has no family, has nobody, has no job, has no chance. People spit shit all over him. The invisible man, the invisible women, the invisible individuals out there who are on the streets and no one cares for them. I can maybe understand why would they, you know, off themselves. But somebody like Chris Cornell, not that I justify anyone taking their life. You should never take your life. There's always a hope, dude. If you're out there on the street, there's always a hope. There's good people out there. I know you see negative stuff, you see negativity, but you gotta travel. You gotta keep moving, keep pushing. There's good people out there. They're there. They are out there. But you just gotta keep pushing. Just gotta keep pushing, man. Okay. But this whole thing with Chris Cornell and Linkin Park just doesn't add up, dude. Doesn't make and you know, it just doesn't add up to me. I don't know. Oh, him too? Oh my God, that's crazy, man. What the hell's going on? That's an epidemic, man. And seriously, it's some kind of epidemic.
These are called striders.
Yeah, Chris, you're right. Chris Benoit from WWE. This is a big issue, man. This is a big problem, man.
Why'd you chase them off?
Oh yeah, that's true too. What you just said there. Lots of fake happy individuals in the world who seem happy but secretly miserable.
They're best approached by stealth. Don't worry. We'll catch up with them further down the valley. You'll see. Now, I want you to find some rocks that fit the cup of your hand.
Why?
Oh, look at Robin Williams.
As I say, Aloy, and gather the rocks.
Hey, Kitch, how you doing, man? Oh, this is a the beautiful game, man.
Good.
Beautiful
That's
game. Look at Robin Williams. You know, he made us laugh.
Follow.
He made us laugh even in a tough time, in hard times. And like, yeah, man, it's like it's strange. Yeah, dude, it's like I try to think about this kind of stuff, but the more you think about it, the more of roadblocks I hit, like a roadblock after roadblock after roadblock after roadblock after roadblock, bunch of walls, you know, and you can't get nowhere. You can't get any answers. It just doesn't add up, man. It doesn't, like, nothing. It just doesn't make sense, you know. Yeah, you're right. I don't know if this helps, but I know I know some veterans, you know. I have some friends who were in overseas in Afghanistan, Iraq. Okay, they were stationed there for many years since 2006. And when they came back, they all moved to small towns, like either upstate New York small towns, Pennsylvania small towns upstate, or Colorado upstate small towns. And they seem to be happier. When I talk to them now, they seem to be much happier living in a small town, like being a outdoorsman and helping hunters and being a tracker and a trapper and just, you know, being connected to the nature. They seem to be more happier being connected to the nature than they are as if they were to be living in a city. A big city, like imagine big city, you know, like Los Angeles, Miami, New York City, big cities. I think big cities have a big effect, a negative effect on our brain because there's too many of us. Look at Los Angeles, 20 million, man. And then look at Mexico City, for example. Jesus Christ. Okay, look at the population of that city. So I think these frequencies in these big cities have a huge effect on even on a big celebrity or anybody. I think it can drive people crazy because this is a antenna. You know what your brain is? Your third eye. Your brain is an antenna that picks up all the signals. And look at the signals we got right now. 5G's coming out. Bunch of 5G towers now radiating with the frequencies. These monitors radiating frequencies. This Bluetooth here radiating frequencies. Too much noise. And I think it drives... This is not how we're supposed to live as human beings. With all this noise, all this technology. And I think this is why people who live in nature and are more connected to the nature seem to be more happier and live a longer life. Honestly, in my opinion. This is what I think. Now, I can't prove this to you, but I think there might be something to it. Thank you, Desperado. Thank you. Because I think that's where we belong. We belong to be out in the nature, man. We're not supposed to be living in a cubicle. You know, we're not supposed to be eating a processed food. We're supposed to be eating that deer that you were hunting and waiting for, that fresh, that nature God-given food that was put on this earth for you to eat and enjoy all the natural resources from our planet. I think that's what it's about, man. But we're disconnected. We've been disconnecting ourselves more and more from that. And that begs the question, who really is pushing this agenda of technology to evolve? Is there something else behind this? Maybe there is, but we'll never know. Okay? And I think that could be one of the reasons as to why we're so disconnected. You know, that's honestly what I think. I think you'll feel more happier, more in tune with life, and you'll find your happiness when you are free in the nature, not worrying about how you're going to pay your mortgage, not worrying about how you're going to pay your car. It's just you and that cottage and that cabin and that nature. And occasionally Sasquatch will knock on your door, say, hey, where's my gift? I'm your landlord. Where's my gift? So you leave some apples for the Sasquatch. You leave some gifts for the Sasquatch to let them know that we're friends. They'll protect you from the grizzly bears and whatnot, mountain lions. So you make friends with them and you can live scot-free in peace with nature in the forest. Now, you're going to say, okay, this guy's full of shit. He's talking all this nonsense. But I know people who have done this. I know people who have actually made this move. And they're much, much, much happier. Much more happier than I'll ever be, than you'll ever be. Why is that? There's something to it. Sasquatch is the key. It could be. It could be, man. You don't know. Oh, I already know. People already say, oh, this guy's full of shit. Who the hell do they think he is? He's a nobody. He doesn't know shit. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Well, see, right there, that's the negativity. You see, you're spreading negativity right away. Your plant's probably going to be dying, turning into green and yellow. No, turning into yellow and brown and falling off. You see, you spread the negative energy. You got to spread the positive energy, man. Yeah, too much competition, man. Oh, listen, listen. I don't know who said it. TV's bad for you, bro. Throw that TV. I know this is so goddamn ironic. This is so goddamn ironic. That's coming from a guy who's got a bunch of TVs, and I'm telling you, throw your damn TV away. But really, man, there's nothing good for you on that TV. Especially the news, the media, these TV shows. You know, these TV shows are fake. A guy with a perfect teeth, a perfect cosmetics, a perfect body. You know, it's all sculptured. It's all designed. It's all acted. It's all designed for you to make you think that you can be like that guy or you can live that kind of life. There's a lot of fake shit that Hollywood puts out there to make people think that, oh, you can be like that, or you can be, yes, you can. Bullshit. You're never going to be like that in that movie. Why? Because it's a fantasy. It's fake. Okay? Anybody who takes these TV shows and these movies seriously, thinking that's how you should live, then you need help, man. Hollywood is one big propaganda. The biggest goddamn propaganda of all times. Ruled by who the fuck knows who. Some guy sitting on top of the pyramid, or bloodlines of families sitting on top of the pyramid and ruling the world for centuries. So, I don't know, maybe it's just me, dude. Maybe I just see things differently. Maybe I see things differently that the others don't see. Maybe that's what it is. I know this is a very deep subject, dude. It's really difficult to talk about this because it's a rabbit hole. Again, we're diving deep into the Matrix. You know, Oracle and Neo and Morpheus, you know, and Trinity, and so it does feel like that. But you know what? You know, there's something to it, man. I think we're disconnected from the nature. Even Elon Musk, dude.
Stop wasting time.
even Elon Musk said it on Joe Rogan podcast. He said, I don't want to see the AI, artificial intelligence. I'm afraid of artificial intelligence. I think we're disconnected from the nature. This is coming from a guy who is all about technology, right? But yet he thinks that technology can also destroy us. Look at that irony. Here's another great irony. Here's another great irony. Another great person who died alone but brought us technology, brought us electricity. This is Nikola Tesla. Look at Nikola Tesla and what he said before he passed away. What was it? I forgot what year it was. Late 1930s or early 1940s. Look what Tesla said. Tesla said that you are going to he said, quote, you are going to live long enough to see man-made horrors. What he meant to say by that is that we're going to live long enough to see man-made horrors. And what he meant by that is that we're going to live long enough to see technology created by humans turn into horror, where technology is going to destroy us. Think about that. If anything will destroy us, it won't be the asteroids. It won't be the natural causes. It's going to be technology that's going to destroy us. It really makes sense. It really makes sense.
Aloy, over here. Stop wasting time. Aloy,
but I guess we'll never know.
Here.
I guess we'll never know. But I think one thing for sure is that
Aloy,
people
down.
who live out in nature, who are tuned in with the nature, they seem to be more happier.
Come now. Stop wasting time.
Well, that could happen easily, dude. That
Aloy,
could happen easily,
over
dude.
Here.
And I think robots probably will dictate to us
Aloy,
how we should live, how we should run. And once you have robots telling you what to do,
over here.
that's the end of humanity, bro. That's like a Terminator
Stop wasting
scenario.
time.
You don't want that to happen, bro. You do not want that to happen.
Stop
You know.
wasting time.
Where'd you go, Uncle?
Aloy,
I'm right
now.
here.
There's the herd. All right. It's time to throw some rocks.
But rocks can't hurt machines, right?
No, but they can distract them. Draw them into traps. Like that watcher over there. It must be dealt with, or it will warn the herd and send them running before we get in range.
Warn them. How?
The machines speak to each other, Aloy. Unless they are first silenced. Now you stay here on the ridge. On my signal, throw rocks and draw the watcher over to me. Wait for my signal.
Where's the rock?
Aloy, throw a rock near me. Aloy, I told you to stay put. You'll have to try again. Aloy, throw a rock near me.
Nicely done.
There. Come, girl, it's safe now. Harvest a kill so I can teach you how to make arrows.
World, I wouldn't say necessarily, I don't look at it that way, that it's totally heartless. If the world was totally heartless, none of us would be existing right now. It would be the apocalypse now, pretty much. So we're not there yet, obviously, and thank God. Sure, the way I look at the world, it's a combination of variety. You know, there's a mystery, there's an enigma, there's good people, there's bad people, and in the middle you got that mystery, that enigma that lies in between, that hasn't been answered yet. But I wouldn't necessarily say that there's a lot of heartless people out there. It depends on your experience. Obviously, if you're in a town, or if you're in the area, or if you're working a job that's negative, if you're in a city, in the area that's negative, that means you need to go. That means you need to get out of there. That means that this is not a good place for you. That's a good sign to let you know that you need to go search. Go journey out there, look for that place, that small measure of peace that's out there. That's my approach and take on it. But the problem is people get stuck in the same place that it's not good for them. You know, they know that where they live, it's pretty bad. People are very negative, and they know that the place that they're working at, it's also very negative. So you got to ask yourself, hey, you know, I have a choice. I don't need to work that job. I don't need to live here. I have a choice. I have a choice to leave. I have a choice to move and find my happiness. Hence the word, or hence the phrase, pursuit of happiness, right? You got to find your pursuit of happiness. You know, another thing that we need to mention is it's not written anywhere. When you are born, nowhere is it written, or on any book or anywhere or any statue is it ever written that says life it's easy. Of course life it's not easy. Life it's brutal, life it's hard. And I hate to use Sylvester Stallone quote, it's not about how hard can you hit, it's about how hard can you get hit and keep moving and keep pushing forward. That's what it's about, guys. It's a journey. And I can tell you this because I've been through it all, man. From that continent to this continent, okay? I can tell you, I've been through it all. I was exposed to the worst of the worst at an early age. Okay, I've been through it all. Nothing you can show me, nothing you can tell me, it's going to shock me or make me uneasy. Okay, I've been through it all. And I can tell you one thing. And the one thing I can tell you is that finding that happiness is a journey. A journey that only you and you only will have to take. You can't ask anybody else. You'll have to trust your instincts. You'll have to take a leap of faith. You'll just have to go with it. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. And on that note, it's been 3 hours and 5 minutes. It's time for me to go into the sleep mode and move into a different dimension. Time for me to go, guys. I'll see you today at Friday. I got something going on with the live stream today. I'll let you know today in the afternoon, probably in the evening, around maybe 4 o'clock, 4:30, around 4, around there somewhere. Probably 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I will have something for you guys, and I'll see you then. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Urban World. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure to have you here. Thank you, Desperado. And I need to work on my Tony Montana. What you talking over here? Tony Montana. I need to work on Tony Montana. Thank you, Desperado. Thank you, Stadia Cloud Gamer. Thank you, Mr. Urban World. Subsonic. Ronelli. See who else we got. Eric. Thank you, Eric Pedden. Derek, my legendary Derek 1990, man. He's my legendary moderator. And of course, Giovanni Valley. I know Giovanni. Johnny Live, thank you. And Stadia Cloud Gamer, I'll definitely gonna sign up with the Shadow Regional Testing. Thank you so much for sending that link for me so that I can go ahead and sign up for it. Hopefully, maybe I'll be able to. Maybe I'll be the chosen one to test it. I don't know. We'll see. But thank you for that link. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to send them my form and everything, and hopefully they'll email me as soon as possible to let me know what's going on. All right, guys. I'll see you today in the afternoon. And I like these conversations that we have, guys. I think it's healthy to have these conversations. I think it can help some people. I know some of you out there are struggling. Don't worry. Just gotta relax. You gotta focus your mind on something else. And it's good to have these talks. They will think about it and say, hold on a sec. You know. So there you have it, guys. I'll see you today in the afternoon. Always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. Always. Oh, my pleasure, Desperado. Thank you. Thank you, Derek. Peace. The Elite. Thank you. Have a good one, guys. Don't worry. I'll see you soon. Take care.